Morning, folks. I just got to Kansas this morning. It's the October something. Okay, October 7th. It's October 7th. Like I said, I got here to Kansas this morning. Drove through the night, stopped for a little bit to sleep, and it's kind of a spur of the moment trip out here. Haven't been here since August, so I wasn't sure what to expect on the crops. Had them let some of the corn stand. And when I got up here, there was a bunch of construction going up here right beside it. Talked to them, and they're not going to be working around the lease. So that's good, because I'm hoping tonight to be a real good hunt, because it's cold. It's 35 degrees, frost this morning. So what I'm doing this morning is I'm just doing an observatory. I'm not even packing a bow. I'm just getting to a spot to where I can see a little bit better. May see some deer movement without them seeing my movement, right? We'll see. I don't know how good I'll be able to see, but either way, I'll be out tonight hunting the corn. Right there is back into the corn. So what I expect is the deer will funnel out of them woods right there. Funnel across right here on the back side of that corn. I had the farmer leave a strip. And so what's happening, I've been getting pictures of deer on the back side of the corn coming through there. They may be bedded up in the corn as well. Got a red oak right down there in the center of the screen. When I was here in August, it was loaded with red oaks. Unbelievable amount of red oaks. It's the only oak tree I found. That whole bottom down there. I also seen a lot of deer too, so hopefully something happens. I'd like to at least get a doe. Nothing else this weekend. Well, hang with me. Maybe we'll get something done worth watching. Well, ended up seeing about 8, it was 9 deer, 7 does and yearlings with 2 small buck. When I got back to the truck, they crossed over onto the lease. So talked to my wife a little bit and did a little bit more looking around on the place. And now I'm back up here. I'm gonna make some breakfast. Make some good old Peak Refuel, biscuits and gravy. I'll make some coffee. My buddy Will, he told me about this trick. Go on Amazon, get you these pour over packets and put whatever coffee you want in it. Put it over top of your cup. Pour the hot water over it. You got good coffee. You don't have to settle for that nasty old instant coffee. Don't matter who makes it. I don't like instant. I've tried so many. But anyhow, so now I'll make some breakfast this morning. Got a good feeling already of what I've been seeing this morning. I was thinking tomorrow morning going down by that red oak, if the wind is what they're calling for, I think it'll be a good place just from what I've seen this morning already. Those deer are doing what they're doing. They're going right down drainage past that red oak. So if that's the case, with the wind I'm expecting tomorrow morning, they'll be right in my lap. They're probably down there eating acorns on their way to bed. What they crossed over from was beans and some cut corn. And there may be some acorns or something over there as well. It's private, so I can't go over and check. But when I was here in August, I seen deer going over there as well off the lease. So something's drawing them. So I'm gonna make me some breakfast. Go check out some other land too. Got some public and some walk-on that I can go. And so I'm gonna check out. It's kind of like a pre-rut hunt. So see what it's looking like now. What I see for deer movement. If I get lucky, I get a deer this weekend, but main thing is kind of seeing what's going on before I come for during the rut. I don't want to be scouting in the rut, trying to figure it out. I'd rather figure it out now than in the rut. So anyhow, that's kind of the update. Well, I'm in Kansas. It is October 8th. It's in the morning. I came down here in this drainage where I got that red oak I found in August. In August it was loaded with acorns, and it's the only oak I found on the place. So I knew it had to be good when they start dropping. Yesterday morning, those does that I seen coming over on me, they were heading this direction. So I decided this morning I would go and sit up here in hopes that they would do the same thing. It turns out that they were here before daylight this morning. I came in early and got a good wind for it. This morning, as soon as I hit the drainage, I had a deer snort. I heard something. It made me think of a deer. And then right afterwards, a deer snorted. Probably wasn't 50, 60 yards away. And it snorted one time, bounded off a little bit, and then it snorted again one time. So I just took my time, worked into this tree, and being that I had to go so slow to be so quiet in case there was more deer, it took me longer to get here than I had hoped. So I got to the tree, got up. I wasn't even done setting up, and I was peering over, watching that red oak as it was kind of breaking daylight, and I seen deer. Turned out there was a pile of them. All I could see was does, and there was a lot of big ones in it. So I quick got my bow up quick got my bow up. In case they did come in, and just like that, before I even got the bow up, there was two of them started working in. And I had a badger go by, maybe 20 yards away. And then when they were coming in, he turned around and was heading back up toward them, and they stopped for watching. And they ended up just turning around, going back to the red oak. And then all the deer kind of meandered, kind of to the north of it. So I don't know if they're going up there to bed, to browse or what. They're kind of browsing on grass and stuff. But I'm really hoping that they work their way down here, because down south of me is thicket, and I think that's where they go to bed too. I know they bed in this drainage too, even though it is open. But the wind is pretty good. I expect them to either go down on the left side of me or down through the center of that drainage. Either way, I should be fine. But I keep an eye out for them, because them old nannies, they are some kind of tough to hunt when they're that old. And you can tell some of these does are well up in that 4 or 5 year old, I'm guessing, just by the look of them. But I need to keep a close eye out. That's why I'm looking around so much while I'm talking to you, because I don't want to get busted. Last night I seen a real good deer. I was hunting up in the corn, and he came in. He was heading in pretty fast to the corn, but he was going to end up not coming right to me. And by the time he hit the corn, it was going to be dark. So I packed up early and just got out of there real quick, because I didn't want to take a risk of boogering him. I wanted him to stay there in hopes he would stay on the place and not blow out of the property. But pretty sure it's that good deer I've been getting pictures of. And thought I'd talk to you a little bit while I didn't have any deer by me. Man, this is fun. Sure hope something works out. I'd love to go home with a doe at least this weekend. I think it's going to be a good year. Hey, good afternoon. It is 12:44, and I got down from this morning's hunt and snuck up closer to the oak. And right now I'm set up at about 45 yards. Couldn't get any closer. There's no trees without just setting in the oak itself, and the oak has got so many limbs it'd be hard to get a shot out of that thing anyways. But I just looked through the binos and that thing's still loaded with acorns. That's why them deer are there. Really expecting them to come back through here. I guess time will tell. The reason I feel like they'll be back is how many acorns are there, and also from where they moved off to. So I got this long drainage that runs through the property, and other than that it's just field, cow pasture. And so this here is up towards the middle, upper half, and where they moved off to is where I know they've bedded before. They went to the north instead of coming down past me to go in where a thicker area is where I thought they might go to bed today. They went back north, so I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to come back. I'm hoping they do. we'll see. Long sit ahead of me. Gets I'll see here. Checking to see what time shooting hour is over. I think it's around 7:30. Yeah, 7:25. And so a little over or a little under 7 hours I'll be sitting here. That's when it's dark, so hopefully they come in early, get some acorns, and then maybe they want to head on up to the corn, which should take them past me, so we'll see. Brought the point tonight, which is a good thing because I can't get in close enough to get a shot with the longbow or recurve. So hopefully I can make it happen. Sure would feel good getting a deer or some big ones in this herd. I think there's a couple that are fairly old the way they look. I think what it is, people just don't shoot those. So, but anyhow, I'll keep you updated. Hopefully I got something worth you watching. I'd say if you're watching this video, I may have shot something. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a nap. I did yesterday. I took a nap there in that corn. That felt good. But anyhow, ramble. Well, there she is. I want to take care of her before I put it on video because that first arrow hit that artery. I believe it was. Well, now you get to see it. Yeah. You see all that blood there. It hit the spine. Remember that. Yeah. I didn't want to show all that. I went and shot her again out of respect to the deer. This here is an old doe. She is blind in one eye. Big old body. As you can see. But the first shot was high in the spine. And don't help is I rarely shoot compound. I normally just shoot my trad bows, but I knew I was coming in to shoot a doe, and I was like, I don't care if I have to shoot it with a compound. It's just that I just wanted to get some meat because we're out of meat. It's not always about the weapon. It's also providing for your family. But I'm just thankful that I was able to get her. The first shot would have finished her. She was bleeding like crazy. If it wasn't so gruesome, I would have showed it, but it was pretty gruesome. Blind man could have probably seen the blood trail. But anyhow, to keep it family friendly, I didn't want to show that. Anyhow, they kept moving around whenever I went to shoot. First I had to wait till the sun went down because I drew a couple times and the sun was right in my eyes, couldn't even see. So I had to wait till the sun went down, and then when I did shoot, she wouldn't hold still, and this is the one I wanted to shoot. There's this one and another one, but I really wanted this one. I'm glad I did. She's blind in one eye and hard telling how old. But both of them does there didn't have yearlings with them, so good ones to take out. It's not always that rack. This here's a trophy to me. I mean, shooting that doe means as much to me as shooting a buck. Granted, 180 inch buck probably mean more, but we're all like that, right? There's a tree I was in. That red oak over there. That thing is just dropping acorns like crazy. Well, I got a lot of work ahead of me. Well, it's 9:42. Just got back to the truck and got the deer up here. Got it in the cooler. Need to go get some ice now. Man, that was a pretty good haul up here. Went deboned it, threw it in game bags, put it in my pack, brought it back like that. But I haven't ate today, and I am not sure if I'll eat. Might just make some coffee. It's already so late, so I don't know how I'm making it, but it's been a long day, hunting all day long. I moved that sep and moved up close to that red oak, and it paid off. I had a good feeling they were going to come back here because that red oak is just loaded with it. And when I went over there, there was a bunch of red oaks on the ground. Found a big fresh rub too tonight after I came back with the pack and the game bags to get the deer out. I noticed this big rub and was within bow shot of my tree. Just couldn't see it, so thick. But I think that drainage is going to work out in the rut because the does are bedded in there, and the rut, when the rut hits, bucks are going to be traveling through there. So I'm excited. Got my doe tag filled. Happy about that. So I don't know if I'll hunt tomorrow morning or not. We'll see. Thanks for watching.